Hey, what's up?
Press is here.
Hey, man, I got to ask you, I seen you on Freedom Watch. And, of course, we're big Ron Paulers.
All right, fire away.
How can you be a libertarian? It's an oxymoron. You cannot be a libertarian when you want to stay over there and bomb people.
You're going to have to be a bit more specific than stay over there and bomb people. I don't know what that means.
What else are you doing over there? You're not handing out candy.
Where?
In Iraq or Afghanistan.
Well, in Iraq, we toppled a tyrant. He's gone. We're getting out of the country
now. What tyrant
was that? Saddam Hussein.
What about Afghanistan? What tyrant was that?
It's called the Taliban regime, who were housed. 9/11 was planned there.
Okay, right. 9/11 was planned there? Okay. So, what do you think about Building 7?
Is this the truther thing?
It ain't about being truther. What are you, a denier? What?
All right.
You must be a denier then. If I'm a truther, then you're a denier.
I do not believe 9/11 was an inside job.
So you did all the research. You come to the conclusion there was no way. Now, let's just don't say it's a 9/11.
I don't say.
Do you believe it's fishy? Do you believe the official story is fishy?
I don't know what they include and don't include in those official stories. I don't know that.
Well, what? You should read them. How could you know that 9/11 was clearly not an inside job? You don't even read the official
but I don't know what they choose to leave out and what they don't. I don't know. I'm sure there was a lot of covering of people's rear ends at the end of that.
What about Building 7? They don't cover that.
A conservative is what I am.
A fiscal conservative?
Yes.
You're not physically conservative when it comes to war?
Well, I believe it says right there in the preamble, provide for the common defense, and that means defeating an enemy before he comes over here and blows buildings up.
So preemptive, pre-crime.
Yes.
Pre-crime.
Because
I've seen that Minority Report.
See, the truth is that peace is oftentimes not found at the tip of a pen, but the tip of a spear, and that's the bottom line. That's the truth of it. All the theories, all the wishing it weren't that way, it is that way. We have Raytheon there, and that's a big employer, over 10,000 employees in my district. That's the real world. And whether people want to acknowledge it or not, anybody of any party, there are a group of people in this world that have made it their mission in life to kill Americans. Raytheon, men, women, and children.
America has made a mission to go out and put bases on 180 countries and bomb them, and economic terrorism on other people. You don't find a problem with that?
I love America. We're the greatest country in the world. We've done more good in this nation than
so the good outrides the bad. So you can't question anything if you're saying the good always out, because whatever good we've done, what is that? Name something we've done good.
I believe we've defeated Nazism, socialism, communism.
We defeated it.
Yes, we did. We've defeated it several times. Does it still exist? Yes, but we stopped several bad things, and the American people themselves are the most charitable and giving people in the world.
Is it the American people, or are they stealing our money and giving it to people?
No, I was talking about the people there with the people's individual donations. When there's a tsunami somewhere, it's the people that give it out.
What about when the government
steals plenty of our money? And with all the waste that's out there, all the massive waste, I mean, we talk about the $1 trillion that's been spent in Iraq. This president
There's way more than a trillion, dude. That's just what they tell you.
This president spent that in the first 2 weeks of his presidency. The Social Security, Medicare, entitlements, there's so much waste out there. To focus on what we're doing purely in foreign policy, I think it's a waste of effort.
Oh, so now since they're spending more money on other bull, the war is like secondhand, exactly what they want to do. Their plan is coming to fruition. It's to get you, oh, well, the war is only $1 trillion. I'm spending $8 trillion. So why are we even talking about the war?
No, I'm not saying don't talk about the war. I'm saying if that's your main focus, beyond anything else.
What do you think about Kokesh, though? You don't think Kokesh's message is the ultimate freedom Ron Paulish type?
I love Kokesh. I've got a cell in my phone. We talk before
me and him are buddies, I know.
This is an undeclared war. This is a police action. Who are we fighting against? Haven't we already killed the people that killed Americans?
Yes, we have. And the Taliban are there, and they're ready to do it again. It's not as if we've killed the only people in this world that have made a commitment. These people have made a commitment across the world to kill Americans. That is what they live for, is to come over here on our soil, and kill Americans. You're right, it was an undeclared war. I want a congressional declaration of war. Raytheon in my district.
And you know, I just heard Jesse say that he won't debate these wars when there's troops in harm's way. Well, when I see Americans dying in the field in a situation that's not making America any safer, I have to speak out and I have to debate these issues. And he says he's not willing to debate, but he's willing to support and even, you know, support an escalation and take that side of the debate in talking about Afghanistan. I think that's really sad.
Was the Iraq war a just war? Was it just under the law? Was it just morally?
Absolutely not. Well, it was unjust under the law because it was not declared by a legitimate authority, which under the Constitution is the U.S. Congress, and it was sold to us specifically as a preemptive war, whereas Christian just war theory dictates that wars must only be fought in self-defense.
What is it about government that likes to fight wars?
We have Raytheon there, and that's a big employer, over 10,000 employees in my district.
Why is it that in time of war, we give the government more of our treasure, and we give the government more of our freedom, and it keeps that treasure and keeps that freedom even when the war is over?
Well, I think being a pro-war libertarian is a great contradiction because war is the health of the state, and we see it today. We see it as it always has been, and you know we see it from what Major General Smedley Butler said: war is a racket in which the few profit and the many pay.
Raytheon there, and that's a big employer, over 10,000 employees in my district.